30%.
Good afternoon. I am Blind Prime, and this is More Than Meets the Eye. And for today, I have for you Transformers, the War for Cybertron Golden Disc Collection, Terrorzor. Here he is, and all of his pterodactyl glory. Look at him. Ah! He's actually a really neat figure. Before we get into this guy, I would like to bring up something I never really talk about much on the show. I'm going to bring up the package. Yeah, look at me, bringing up packaging. So I'm only bringing up the packaging here because the packaging for the Golden Disc Collection Terrorzor is the packaging that the Transformers Legacy will be using. At least I believe so. They may cut out a piece of it so that you can see the figure inside, but I think it's just going to be a solid rectangular box. I'm not 100% on that, but it's a lot like a cereal box in a way. And even though I can't see any of the art on it, I assume it's got art all over it. I think it's fun because, it's like a cereal box, except, there's no cereal, just a toy. So you don't have to eat all the cereal to get the toy inside. You just open it up and there's the toy. Something really cool about this is they've made an effort to go very low on the plastic for packaging. Let's see, is that which side did I open the box? Is this the right side? No. This is the right side. Okay, so here we go. Inside of the packaging, they have, I'm not going to pull it all out, but it's a cardboard backing with a bunch of these little paper ties all over it. There's no plastic in the packaging at all with this guy. It's just all cardboard and paper. I am really amazed by this, and I'm ecstatic to see such a thing. That entire package is biodegradable, every bit of it, except the tape holding it together. Now, if they came up with some biodegradable tape, that boom, done, donezo. I'll accept the tape for now because, well, there's nothing better. Unless they start gluing it together like they glue the cereal boxes together. But I wanted you to see the box. I wanted to talk about the box for a moment because I think that that's a really unique way of, packaging toys, and I really appreciate the fact that it's all biodegradable. That's a really cool thing. And so that's going to be the new packaging from now on, from what I understand. Sometimes, also from what I've heard, the packaging may have a hole cut out of it in the front so that you can, reach in and feel the transformer or something. Which, as a blind person, I'm totally ecstatic for. I'm like, what? I get to touch the toy now? Also, kind of wary on it because I believe, it may be easier for people to steal the toy through the hole in the box. So, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. All right, we're done with that. Let's move on to Terrorzor. Here he is. Terrorzor in his Pterodactyl Mode. Now, I'm doing the Pterodactyl Mode first because Terrorzor came in his... He came in Pterodactyl Mode, and the rule on this channel is I always cover first what the figure came in. So, here we go. And let's talk about his posability, his articulations. He's got a couple of joints in his wings to allow for some nice, he can do low flaps. You can actually bring all the wings down like that to have a low flat point in there, or you can bring them all the way up to have a high flat point in the flight. So different types of positioning him for your shelf or hanging him from the ceiling. The edges of the wings are single pieces of plastic on a joint that allows them to fold inwards. So, and they come off easy. So put them back on. They're pretty easy to put back on. You just snap it back into the little hole area. I don't know why one of my wings keeps falling off, but that's the case. Articulation-wise, he also has a posable mouth, which surprised me, but you can actually open his mouth, and he's like, yeah, no. That's kind of neat. But on the underside is where you get some of your problems. There's, they tried to hide everything, but it's really just him squatting really, really low with his arms folded into his sides. That's really all the transformation is. It's very lacking on the transformation case. The underside is okay, but I think they could have done a lot better They could have done a better job of it, especially right here with the with how the neck connects to the body. You get this chunk down here that goes lower, and had they made the neck thicker, they could have hidden that. Or had they made this fold in a bit or something akin to that. I just it's just like that is so annoying. There's this big chunk of area, and I really hope that when they do the pterodactyl swoop from the Dinobots, they don't use this mold. I'm not really ecstatic with this pterodactyl mold. It's okay. It's okay. It's not amazing. It doesn't really scream at me that this is the best they could do for a pterodactyl. But it's a good attempt. It's a good attempt. I love the head sculpt. Like the head sculpt alone is really amazing. You can feel all the ridges and the little eye sockets and this crazy back horn thing that the pterodactyl has. It's really cool. And they did a good job with the texturing on the wings. And this is, of course, this is made out of that nice Kingdom-style plastic that they used in Siege. Not that Earthrise stuff, which is really cool. Though I think the Earthrise stuff was used for the feet. So that's the only Earthrise stuff that I have discovered here that I can think of right now. I may come across something later and explain it to you. He poses well. He's got two little legs on his bottom. His little pterodactyl legs, which are just parts of his bigger legs. He doesn't really stand. He stands okay, but it's always kind of awkward. But you can always fold the two wings up and fold the inner wings in a bit, and then you can have him being like the what was that pterodactyl from the Land Before Time? Oh, I forgot what he was called. But he always folded his wings up like that, and he'd hop around on the ground. That's what this reminds me of. But yeah, side-to-side motion exists for the pterodactyl head. You can move it around. It does move up and down, and you can twist it. You can twist it all the way around and resurrect some sort of weird poltergeist scene. It's all crazy and upside down. Okay. Well, anyway, guys, this is Terrorzor. It's a pretty cool figure. It's got I say it's worth the money. I'm just a little upset about the transformation. I wish the transformation for Terrorzor was a little more complicated, and they had done something more with like panels and stuff. I absolutely love it when panels unfold. That was my favorite part of the Ultra Magnus from Siege. Was you just kept unfolding these panels and you extended him out to crazy lengths. It was really neat, and I would like to have seen more of that with this. Actually, I would like to see more of that panel folding stuff with the rest of the Transformer stuff. The other good example of panel folding occurs with the what was he called? Wheelbot, Destructor. Oh crap! I did a video on him. He's the excavator robot for the Studio Series Devastator from ROTF. That guy has a lot of panel action in him. All right. Well, I've talked to you long enough about Terrorzor here. He is a fun figure. He's I'd say difficulty-wise average 5. He's not a very difficult transformer to transform. He's pretty intuitive, pretty simple. It's texture-wise and molding-wise, he's top-notch. He's got it. I wish they'd given him that texture that I hear is on the purple Megatron, like that rubberized texture. I think that would have been cool. So he does fail a little bit on that, and also the fact that you can kind of still feel wings in parts of this, like the shadow, the memory of feathers on some of this molding from where he was used for the what is her name? Airazor? Yeah, Airazor's mold. All right. Well, tune in next Prime as I will talk to you about how to transform him into his robot mode, and in the episode after that, I will discuss a review of the robot mode. So, keep tuned and keep your ears out for those notification bells. And also, please, like and subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate all of that, and it goes a long way to helping raise awareness for the blind. when we all pitch in. All right. Until next time.